power to evoke specific emotions, and when you're at home on quarantine and you kind of are in a position where you still have to work from home and you are not feeling so motivated to do that, it can be beneficial to change into something either a bit more restrictive, a bit more formal, or like I am wearing, just something which is not too loungy, maybe something a bit more restrictive than your average, I don't know, leisure pants and leisure top. So I did my hair, I showered, I changed it to something clean, and that is going to help me to be a bit more productive because it is going to evoke specific emotions in me and make me more motivated to work. So I allowed myself a couple of days to actually rest and do nothing, so I also felt like I was missing my group mates and decided that I wanted to draw them. This is Anna, which I'm not even claiming to be a clear resemblance of anyone, I'm just drawing in exploring different styles. This is Tanya, our astrologist, and Elisa, the person who only wears black, well, most of the time. And now I'm finally back to work on Saturday. Actually, if you're interested, if you have nothing to do, I think, yeah, I did film this sketchbook. It was one of my summer sketchbooks last year, and I decided that I wanted to draw a little sketchbook tour. So it is one of the 2 sketchbooks that I was working on this summer, and you can have a look at it in the description down below.
That's what they're going to serve. Too hot.
We made burgers yesterday and Nova got me those amazing vegan burger patties, which were not Beyond Meat but tasted something like I'm expecting Beyond Meat to taste, so they were very similar, and even he tasted them after eating his regular burger and was very surprised. So I am making another batch of burger patties because I don't feel like leaving the house anymore, and I'm making those of tofu, soy meat, and then black beans, adding just some condiments, paprika, I think, like spices and whatnot. So I'm going to be making those burger patties because I still have a bunch of those burger buns left over. This is the starter that I've been making for the past week, and now I'm trying to make bread out of it thanks to this guy, because I've been looking through this video multiple times now, and I'm hopefully going to be able to make it. My first ever sourdough bread. It didn't not quite rise as much as I wanted it to, and I feel like it looks a bit more like ciabatta rather than an actual sourdough bread, but that's probably because my starter was not quite as active and as healthy as it should have been. I see that it is quite dense and very much strong, but maybe when I cut through it, it's going to be a bit more bubbly than it is appearing right now. Came to Hong's lab because she's leaving to Korea in a couple of days, and she's packing everything up, and she's got so much fabric left over from the last 4 years of studying in university. So we're collecting everything, dividing it, and then taking it to our flats just to keep it for her on, or to use ourselves, because she's donating a lot of it to us. Very generous.
This is called dalgona latte, and it needs to be mixed like 400 times.
Oh my god, did you make it by hand?
Yes.
Wow. How do you make it?
Because I don't have machine. Water, coffee, and brown sugar.
And that's it?
Yeah.
It gets so
and
foamy.
Just
Wow.
spin it, spin it, spin it, and this is gonna happen.
Wow.
That's why everyone like doing this at home,
because there's nothing to do and you have a lot of time to do it?
Yeah. This is called a quarantine latte.
Wow. Memories.
This is a sad story. Yes.
That's your
And I'm just getting crazy because like I don't chat with like just with family. I just didn't meet with anyone like except you the last day in Britannica. That's all. Like I saw just my parents and relatives. That's all. And it was kind of like crazy because I didn't even like go outside to the park or somewhere. I was just sitting and just doing something like watching TV or watching Netflix or.
We saw you work.
Hey, you went work.
Yeah, you worked like the second day after we went to
I
quarantine.
tried, but like it's nothing actually. It's so
Yeah.
much. So yeah, and you're just getting a little bit crazy when you're just at home, and like everybody's angry because everybody is just tired of each other. And yesterday was a situation with pizza. Fucking pizza. I hate fucking pizza.
I hate pizza.
There was pizza.
Delivery.
Eric ate almost
The entire
whole
pizza?
Yeah. There were 2 pieces left. And he said like, this is for you, Anya. I said, okay, thank you very much. Mama was at work. And when she came, she ate these 2 pieces. And I just came to the kitchen and I wanted this pizza and I said, ah, okay, there is no pizza, no more. And she was so offensive that I didn't want like to share with her this pizza. That it's so crazy, like the situation is crazy. And I was just looking like this. Like I was just a little, but a little bit sad inside, but okay. And she thought like, I can imagine from her side, it was like that I was looking at her like devil, like you ate my pizza. Yeah, and she was so offensive. We were all crying. Then we were all like chatting. Lyric was kind of like in between. He was trying like to talk with me and then to talk with Mama.
And everything because of pizza.
Yeah, and everything because like it started from pizza, but then they started like because you don't love me and you don't love me, we don't love each other, we're tired of it. Like,
Oh my god.
so yeah, we were crying. Then I said I need to go to home, but Lyric said no, we need to discuss everything, and that is why I was just sitting for 3 hours just discussing situation with pizza. And I'm like, fuck, I'm late.
It's that we will like fight because of the food in the future.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a fight with the food, and I'm like,
You know, there is a lot of divorces in the China because of this quarantine. Because
Really?
They start like
yeah, it's very dangerous.
long time.
Yeah, and my father is on like in another house, like on the countryside, and he was just calling me and said, "I'm going home like, to help you with this situation." Thank you. So yeah, Papa will come today, but yeah.
Miratorg. Let's diss Miratorg. Do you have insights about Miratorg pizza? It tastes like plastic. It's dramatic.
But I know that Miratorg is making meat for McDonald's,
Yeah.
so it's not bad.
Amazing tuna fish.
Miratorg is like their farms are placed near Chernobyl.
Really?
The best meat.
Wow.
Oh, the tiniest little thing.
Oh my god.
Dumpling. Bread.
where I will go with my
New. Let me film your pretty makeup and your hair. I love the hair. Can I film
Yeah,
it?
look at her. And she's done it by herself.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Looks like everybody by herself.
Because I
Wow.
heard that Run Hicks is closing till
Back to serious topics.
July or June.
Really?
Yes, Run Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
And Wishka till the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's closed.
Till the end of the year.
yeah.
Whoa.
How this
I mean, we were talking about not graduating. We don't want to graduate. That's why.
Because they have a lot of foreign people, like inside.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's why.
I think, personally, I think that it will be closed till
May?
May.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Oh, so sexy. Ну а как жены-то не взять? Такой
Ну
готовит.
чудо же! Знаете, как меня зовут в Баду? Мечта. Как? Мечта. И хоть бы кто поспорил. Не хотите взглянуть? Илвей Матч Прайс. За чайку только можно. Подожди, а что пишут с Мартинсом, эти студенты? Они ничего не пишут? У них такая-
Они, у них дистанционные туториалы с преподами, они общаются дистанционно с тьютерами, и там типа мемы уже в Антверпене пошли, то что типа, когда на тебя орут, и ты в студии, когда на тебя орут по скайпу, это такое.
Кошка приходит такая, ты ничего не будешь шить, просто вот так ложится. И машинку. И ты такая. шерсть это везде, просто во рту, в коллекции.
Ну реально, да у нас даже туториалов нет.
У нас ничего. Екатерина пишет, обучение происходит в дистанционном режиме.
А это корона. Он не может меня узнать по фейс.
It doesn't recognize.
Yeah, let's...
Face ID not working.
In winter, I go like this.
In winter?
Wow.
Yeah.
11,000 rubles for one bottle.
Ну, чтобы мы так жили.
Чтобы вы так жили, поняли? А не Цезарь ваш с майонезом.
Из магнита.
Little nails.
Oh yeah, nail polish. Can you imagine? Hon gave us away all of this stuff. Lauren, I bought a printer, I cut it from her. What else? Paper. She gave a giant bag of knitwear stuff. Well, stuff to knit with. A foam roller, a lot of fabrics. Like, it's crazy amount how generous she is, and she can't really take it to Korea because it's very heavy. But thank you, Hong, so much. There's not really much I can do, but I'm at least trying to work out a new shape for the top I was looking into. And I've taken a bunch of photos on when I was wearing a beige top, and now I've mocked up a new version of it so that I could cut into it, because this is like a very basic shape of what it can be, but then in Photoshop I've mocked up a bunch of different options. So I was thinking of like a different neckline, a different way like the strips could go. It could be one shoulder. It might be a bit too much considering the fact that this should be like a basic top for the trousers that I have right over here, but I don't know. Yeah, sorry about that sign, I don't know where it came from, but yeah, for those trousers I'm thinking of mocking up a new top, and I'm not sure how it's going right now because I've been on quarantine for over 2 weeks at this point, and I have not really done much. I've only tested out a couple of top options in Photoshop, and this is like my first mock-up, and we are supposed to have our first semi-tutorial, online tutorial from Zoom on Wednesday, I believe. It's going to be a presentation and like a briefing for our last project part, which would be like portfolio and everything, but I don't think we are ready, and frankly if our tutor is going to ask what we've done in those past 2.5 weeks, I don't think I'm going to have anything to say, so I'm trying to desperately work out as much stuff as I can at this point.